from small moments that barely registered.
What is that? What is that? Not really yet.
To situations that completely changed how viewers felt about the show.
Oh my god.
These were the Hell's Kitchen chefs audiences love to hate. Hell's Kitchen is built on pressure.
Come here! All of you, come here!
Every service, every challenge, every decision is watched closely, not just by Gordon Ramsay, but by millions of viewers at home. And over time, certain personalities don't just clash with the kitchen, they clash with the audience. Some of these chefs were talented, others were frustrating, and a few managed to turn nearly every appearance into something viewers actively dreaded watching. First up, we have Jason Underwood from season 4. By season 4, Hell's Kitchen had already seen its share of egos.
The only thing I'm gonna lose to a woman is like an ironing contest.
But Jason stood out almost immediately. From the start, his behavior went far beyond confidence. He made dismissive, sexist remarks toward his teammates and treated the kitchen like a place where respect was optional. It didn't take long for his attitude to overshadow anything happening on the stoves.
I'm horribly embarrassed of myself. I should have stayed home.
For viewers, this wasn't competitive fire, it was outright hostility. His elimination came quickly, and his short run became one of the clearest examples of how fast arrogance can turn an audience against a contestant. Ironically, his cooking was forgotten almost instantly, but his behavior wasn't. Next, there's Lacey D'Angelo from season 5.
What you asked for?
I know, chef.
So why did you...
Frustration took a very different form with Lacey. She wasn't aggressive, yes, but she resisted everything. She complained openly, struggled to keep pace, and repeatedly pushed back against her team. Service after service, viewers watched her fall further behind, while tension built around her. It wasn't just that mistakes happened, it was the growing sense that she didn't actually want to be there.
I'm here to compete. I'm here to cook. You know, I need to be here to prove that. I can't just go home.
When Lacey was finally eliminated, it felt less like a turning point in the competition, and more like a release. Ironically, doing less managed to leave a bigger impression than trying harder ever could. Then we have Suzanne Schlick from season 6. Suzanne wasn't the weakest chef in the kitchen.
I'm telling you, that is undercooked.
But she consistently positioned herself as the smartest person in the room. When services went wrong, responsibility rarely landed with her, and that grated on both her teammates and the audience. What made it worse was how long she lasted. Each episode she survived only intensified the frustration around her.
It's like no other win I've ever won in my life.
Sometimes lasting longer doesn't earn respect, it just gives resentment more time to grow. Season 8 gave us Sabrina Brimhall. Some chefs become disliked because of attitude, others because of chaos. Sabrina managed both. Her mistakes stacked up quickly, and her reactions only made them harder to watch.
I got tired. I don't care. I'm not scared of you, Chef Ramsay. I'm not.
Viewers didn't just expect things to go wrong when Sabrina cooked. They braced for it. Every service felt unpredictable, and not in a good way. Ironically, while her run was defined by failures, it also became one of the most talked about stretches of the season. And then there's Elise Harris from seasons 9 and 17. Some contestants are disliked in the moment.
Elise is a sore loser. She's a bully. So I'm obviously going to back up Michelle 100%.
Elise stayed controversial for years. Across 2 seasons, she consistently positioned herself against her teammates. Arguments, confrontations, and an unwillingness to back down became her defining traits.
Horrible habit of repeating the same thing over and over and over and over.
What made Elise stand out wasn't one explosive moment. It was the consistency. No matter the challenge or the service, conflict followed. Despite that, she advanced deep into both seasons, often outlasting chefs who caused far less friction. Ironically, the very behavior that made her widely disliked also made her impossible to forget.
You got no respect.
No respect.
Now get out.
Up to this point, resentment has taken many forms, but the next names aren't just annoying. They're the kind of contestants who made viewers lean forward and go, wait, did they really just say that? Or worse, I cannot believe this person is still here. Tiffany Johnson from season 10 is one of the clearest examples, because with Tiffany, it wasn't just mistakes, it was attitude.
I really don't like kids at all.
At one point, she sums up her effort level with a line that became infamous. She says she cares on a scale of 1 to 10 like a 9, and it wasn't a one-off vibe. She's also shown expressing open disdain for cooking for kids, basically treating an entire group of diners like they don't matter. That's the kind of comment that hits viewers differently because it breaks the core illusion that everyone here is fighting for excellence. With Tiffany, it felt like she was fighting for screen time.
Get off your high horse. You're not good at cooking. Like, ugh.
And occasionally remembered there was also food happening. The result is a contestant who triggers that specific audience reaction. Not just "you messed up," but "why are you even here?" Then there's Scott Lee Innes from season 18. Some villains are remembered for blow-ups in the kitchen. Scott Lee is remembered for something worse: how he treated people when the cameras weren't focused on the pass.
My hands, they're bleeding. Stop acting like a baby girl.
His ongoing bullying of Trev, including repeatedly calling him baby girl,
This baby girl shit, and any of the crap that comes out of his mouth,
became one of the defining sour notes of that season. And what made it sting for viewers is that it didn't play like competitive trash talk. It played like someone enjoying the power of getting under another person's skin, even when it crossed into genuinely uncomfortable territory. That's a different category of most hated, because it stops being entertaining. It becomes the kind of tension that makes the audience want the show to step in and shut it down. Now let's talk about Russell Kook from season 8, because Russell is a great example of how a chef can be talented and still lose the audience completely. He makes it all the way to runner-up, but when he loses, he doesn't take it graciously. Instead, he blames his brigade and is even shown threatening to blackball them from working in cities he'd be in.
Playing games no more, bro. I'm not even kidding. I'll put through a wall.
That post-finale bitterness is what solidified his reputation, because at the end of the season, the audience isn't just judging food anymore, they're judging character. And Russell's loss didn't create humility, it created a meltdown. Ironically, the moment that could have redeemed him, the good game moment, became the moment many viewers locked in their opinion forever. And finally in this stretch, Frank Calla from season 15. Frank's run is remembered less for cooking and more for what happened after he was eliminated. Following his time on the show, he faced serious real-world consequences tied to sexist comments made during the season, including being removed from his post and reassigned in the Marines. This is the rare case where a contestant's behavior didn't just create an audience villain, it created consequences beyond the show. And for viewers, that's often the final line. When your comments aren't just mean or arrogant, but become national headlines and career fallout, you're not a dramatic character anymore, you're a cautionary one.
I get female Marines and I send them back wherever they came from.
Up to this point, resentment has looked like arrogance, chaos, cruelty, and disrespect. But one moment pushed things far beyond frustration. Finally, there's Joseph Tinelli from season 6. Some clashes fade, this one didn't. Joseph's tension with Gordon Ramsay escalated from defiance into open confrontation.
Do you think I'm scared? Huh? Look at you.
This wasn't just disagreement, it was a complete breakdown of control. For the first time, it felt like the kitchen itself was about to snap. Joseph was removed immediately, and the moment became one of the most replayed confrontations in Hell's Kitchen history. Ironically, it wasn't a dish that ended his run, it was his inability to step back. Moments like these reveal what Hell's Kitchen truly tests. Skill matters, but under pressure, temperament often matters more. And some personalities leave a stronger impression than any dish ever could. So which chef do you still remember for all the wrong reasons?